Good morning, my dears. Well, today we will complete this supplementary reader. So, as a fourth part of this thing, we will start with this. Right. So, Martha. So far, the conflict between the family that is going to come now. Right. So, everyone they want Balvin. I mean, John, Martha, as well as Eve. These three guys they want to Balvin to accept the money, want to get the money from Gresham as a bribe. But this fellow Balvin, the hero, is very firm in his decision. He wanted to keep up his loyalty, is honest. So he refuses to get the money from Mr. Gresham. So the conflict goes higher, right? So Martha shaking her at your age. So previously, what we have seen, do you remember? Yes. Martha, right, as well as Balvin, he has to go for another job. He has to find out another job. So Father Martha says, at this age, it is very difficult for you to go for another job because you are an older fellow. So Balvin, it is a man that counts. So he says, okay, whatever it is, I have to do. Yes, you said that a month ago. What he said. Martha, she is saying, right? This you're telling me that what I want to go for another job. I have to search for another job. But this only you're telling for a month ago. But you have took no necessary steps for that. She says, John, I heard from Donovan. So John, he says, I heard from Donovan that he got a job. Right, Balvin, quickly, what did you hear? He's gone with the Third National Bank, Yes, he is helping the reorganization. They would take you on there. Their staff was full. They couldn't very well offer me a position as clerk. So John he reveals that Donovan he got the job in the Third National Bank, and moreover what Balvin says he can't go there because the staffs were full there, so he can't get a position in the Third National Bank. That was that they told you. Mr. Marshall said that he would not employ a man who was just as guilty as John Gresham. So John says, yes, even if you go there also they won't accept because you committed a crime that is as equal as Gresham. So nobody will take. Even Third National Bank also will never offer you a job in a banker. I am not. Who knows it? Balvin. Everybody will tomorrow. So Balvin says, I am not the culprit, right? For that John says, who knows? You might done something there. So Balvin says, yes, everybody will come to know that who is the real culprit. Everybody will come to know by tomorrow. Will they believe you or they will think trying to save your skin? What he says, whether people will think that you are saving yourself or what they will think about you. Balvin, I found out that only day before the smash. So Balvin says, yes, the crash, I come to know only this a day before. Who will believe that? Balvin, they will have to. Balvin says, yes, people have to accept it. People have to believe this is the truth. Okay, fine. Then, later. How will you make them? I'll refer you will find that against you. Whatever. You go, Governor. You are testifying against John Gresham. You won't make things in any better. If you ever get another job, it will be with him. So what he says, wherever he goes, people will never get you. They will never offer you a job, right? Wherever you go, wherever you go, governor, that is the way that he used to call his father governor. So you won't get a job anywhere. So who knows this surprise? If Gresham doesn't go jail, he'll start in a business again, won't he? And he can't offer you anything less than a partnership. So he says, if you favor in the court for Gresham, definitely what? If he starts a business, then he will make you as a partner. He will give you a position of partner, not as a worker, he says. Who? John says. Balvin, a partnership? John, with the 100,000 capital, you could put in the business, Dad. Yes, that's what John says. Yes, Dad, he is going to give you $100,000. No, so with that money, you can become a partner rather than a worker there under Gresham, he says. Balvin, John looks from one face to another. They are averted. Then you want me to take the money? Say yes, one of you, or no. I couldn't go to a partnership with the Gresham. So Balvin he got tensed. So you want me to get the money? Say yes or no. But I won't go with the partnership with the Gresham, he says then. Martha, why not? So Martha, so far she kept her mouth closed and now she starts to speak, right? Why not? People wouldn't trust him. Then you could go into the business with someone else, dad. 100,000 is a lot of money. Then he says, okay, fine. With another you can go for a business. No, if not to him, then Balvin, God knows I had never thought this day would come. I know. No matter how you try to excuse it, I know that if I take this money, I do this honorable thing, and you know it. You all of you come admit it. So Balvin says, yes, I thought one day you people will become greedy. You people will flattery for money or whatever it is, right? So I thought one day this thing will come, and definitely that day, what it now it came. So you guys are what rich witches. You guys are dishonorable persons, but I can't come from my decision. He is from his decision. Then John, nobody will ever hear of it. And then, but amongst ourselves, John, whatever we are to the world, let us be honest with each other. The four of us will. Then he raises Matas and to look. He shudders, shams, liars, hypocrites, thieves, and I better do of you. We have seen what he says. We have seen our where it is. Yes, we have seen of our souls nagged and stink to Almighty Heaven. Well, why don't you answer me? So what he says, so he started to use all the words, all bluffing words. He says, no, you hypocrites, you are your shudders, you are thieves, you are liars. Balvin starts to scold these family members, right? Because the family members want him to accept the money, right? Here they have given on a better understanding. What is that? Balvin grows ashamed of the greed of the family. John has the courage to look at his straight the eyes, but he compels Balvin to accept the money offered by Gresham. But he started to shout at his own family member because though they are so greedy, right? But the no family members apart from John looks Balvin's eyes. Only John, he has the courage to look at his eyes. Feebly, it's not wrong, Robert. It's not right. So Martha says, okay, it is not wrong. But Robert says, no, it is right. It is wrong. It is not right. It is wrong only. John, 100,000 is a lot of money, Dad. So John says, Daddy, it is a huge sum of money. Why you are refusing that? Balvin, you can't look into my eyes now, my son. Can't you, Dad? Why didn't you refuse? Wasn't because you were afraid of what we said? So Balvin, he says, okay, John, then you just look at my eyes and then talk. Why you are refused to look at my eyes? And John, he says, why, Dad, you are not looking at our eyes? Because of us, because we are asking you to. You are afraid of us because we are four, we are three, we are united. You are afraid of us? In such a way, John asks his father. After a long pause, yes, John. Well, nobody will ever known it except the four of us. Yes, father. Abruptly. And they separate. Eve weeps, silence Martha being less emotional. So everyone got separated, right? They started to do their own works. At the time, what happened? The calling bell rings. Martha rising her head. Who is that? I can't see. It looks like Mr. Marshall, Balvin Marshall. He goes to a window commanding a view of the doorway. It's Marshall. So Balvin, he says, what he says, I think it is Marshall. It looks like a Marshall. John says, someone knocks the door. No, it looks like Marshall. So Balvin is what he says, Mr. Marshall. Yes, Mr. Marshall. Martha, the president of the Third National. Balvin, yes, what does he want here? So Balvin says, why now at this juncture you want to come here? Balvin, yes, what does he want here? Eve, shall I show him in? Dad, shall I open the door and let him in? She asks. Yes, by all means. Then, crossing to him quickly, Robert, be careful of what you say. You are to go on the second stand tomorrow. So Martha says, okay, you have to be careful because you're going to the stand tomorrow. So whatever you're going to share with Marshall, be right straight. Mr. Marshall, we get one expansion. What is that for better understanding? Mr. Marshall informs Balvin that Gresham admitted his guilt. What is the purpose of Marshall's visit? Marshall, he reveals that Balvin, okay, Gresham had admitted his guilt. So he reveals the family that Gresham has admitted his own guilt, his own crime. And moreover, He knew that Baldwin, being an honest, upright man, he would never give false testimony. So Gresham, he knows very well, right? Even if I get lakhs and lakhs of dollars, also Gresham, no, Baldwin will never accept the money, and moreover, he will be firm when he is honest. So better, I'll, what he says, I'll admit my mistakes in such a way. He said. Okay, so Marshall coming into the room, well, spending out that afternoon indoors. How are you, Baldwin? So he asks everybody, he regards everybody, and what happens next? You didn't go on my account. You can hear that what I have to say. Baldwin, if you feel like coming around to the third national sometime this week, you'll find a position waiting for you. So Marshall, he reveals that what he says, that this fellow, that Marshall, he says that Baldwin, if you are free, no problem, you can get into our job, get into our bank. A position is waiting for you. Baldwin, do you mean that what, Marshall, Mr. Marshall? I wouldn't say if it I didn't. I was into the Gresham this afternoon. He told me that about the offer that he had made of you, but he know that no amount of money would make you do something. Though you thought wrong, Baldwin. He paid you the supreme compliment rather than go to the trial with you to testify against him. He confessed. So Marshall, he explains now only everything, right? Today afternoon I went to Missy Gresham. There he says everything what he was ready to offer some money, huge money, but you said that you refuse. But he knows very well that you will refuse the money. So he says that better I'll admit my crime. In such a way he told. So Baldwin, sinking into the chair, confessed. So Baldwin, right, what he says, confessed. Thank God he confessed his own guilt. So I escaped from this big tragedy, he said. Then Marshall told the whole story. He turns to Martha. I can only see to you what every man will be saying tomorrow. How highly I honor and respect your husband. How sincerely. So Marshall, he looks at Martha and he says, how your husband, right? He is such a genuine, he is such an honest man, right? I respect him. So Marshall offers Baldwin a job at his bank, the Third International, thus rewarding him this uprightness. So Marshall, right, looking at or observing his, his honest. So he offers a job in Third National Bank. So Martha, please, can't you see he's crying? Okay, Martha says, okay, enough, Marshall. He started to cry. So better you stop this. Thank you for your so much concern. Thank you for your concern over us. So in such a way, the story ends up. See, listen here. This fellow, he didn't accept the money, and moreover, so that honest brought him a good position once again. So if you would have accepted the money, definitely what the people would have never, they would have thought that okay, this man also might have a hand in this, red hand, right? The hand in this problem. So moreover, he was firm in his decision. That's why he was even God, he blessed him, right, with another job, right? So it is our position, it is our thing that we should be always loyal and we should be faithful to our work, right? So even money should not shake us, right, children? So up to this, the story ends, right? See you next class. Take care.